On the edge of a small, sleepy village surrounded by lush green hills and a sparkling river lived an 8-year-old boy named Peter. Peter was a curious child, always asking questions about the world around him. Why the stars twinkled, why the river sang as it flowed, or why the trees whispered to each other on windy nights. But despite his curiosity, Peter often felt lost. He didn't understand what made him special or what his place was in the big, wide world. One warm summer evening, as the sky blushed with hues of orange and purple, Peter heard a soft, buzzing sound coming from the forest at the edge of the village. It wasn't like any sound he had heard before. It was faint, like a melody sung by tiny, invisible voices. Intrigued, Peter grabbed his lantern and stepped into the woods, his heart beating with both excitement and a tiny hint of fear. The deeper he ventured, the brighter the buzzing became. And then he saw it, a faint glow shimmering in the distance as if the moonlight had settled on the forest floor. Peter followed the light until he came upon a hidden cave nestled beneath the roots of an old, gnarled tree. Above the entrance, carved into the stone, was a star-shaped symbol that seemed to hum with an ancient energy. Peter hesitated, gripping his lantern tightly, but something about the cave called to him. Summoning his courage, he stepped inside. What he found took his breath away. The cavern sparkled with thousands of tiny, glowing fireflies, their golden lights flickering like stars caught mid-dance. They didn't move randomly. They formed patterns, swirling and shimmering in a way that felt like they were pointing him forward. One particularly bright firefly hovered near Peter, its light pulsing gently, as if inviting him to follow. "Are you trying to show me something?" Peter whispered. The little firefly darted ahead, its glow lighting the path. Step by step, Peter followed, marveling at how the fireflies illuminated the dark, winding tunnels. They seemed to make music with their movements, a soft, twinkling symphony that made Peter's heart feel calm and brave. Finally, the fireflies led Peter to a hidden chamber deep within the cave. In its center stood a crystal-clear pool, surrounded by shimmering stalactites that hung like the chandeliers of a magical castle. The little firefly landed on a stone tablet beside the pool, drawing Peter's attention. The tablet was engraved with words Peter could somehow understand. "When lost in the dark, follow the smallest light. It will always lead you home." Peter gazed at the firefly, realization dawning in his young heart. The fireflies weren't just lights. They were guides, showing him that even the smallest glimmers could lead to something extraordinary. As Peter retraced his steps out of the cave, the fireflies continued to light his path until he emerged back into the night. But something had changed. The stars above seemed brighter, the wind warmer, and Peter no longer felt lost. He understood now. Just like the fireflies, his light, no matter how small, could guide him and others through the darkest places. From that day forward, Peter carried the memory of the glowing cave with him. Whenever he faced challenges or felt unsure of himself, he'd close his eyes and imagine the dance of the fireflies, reminding himself to trust the light within. And sometimes on warm summer nights, the forest would once again glow with tiny golden lights, as if the fireflies were reminding him they were never far away.